Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us tmosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. Today, we are discussing an extraordinarily uncommon and extraordinary first generation Bethune DB27 Titan Hawk. This is the variant made from 2012 until the second generation launched in 2018. But what we have here is an extraordinary combination, rarely used, of blued and polished titanium on the same DB27. So it's two-tone, and we may as well call it Ti-tone, because both materials, though of different color, are grade 5 titanium. Before we get into that, let's talk about the size. 43 millimeters in diameter. It's pretty slim and probably thinner than you think, 12.5 millimeters thick. These lugs, which are spring-loaded, patented, variable geometry floating lugs, have a full extension of 51 millimeters lug-to-lug, and when compressed, they are 47.7 with a 26 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. We'll throw this watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters circumference. And it's prominent, but it wears really nicely. It's even slightly tilted towards the owner, which is a nice way of viewing the watch, as on, for example, a steering wheel, when you're holding the wheel, you can see it since it is slightly canted towards you. It's a very helpful aesthetic, but also practical. Taking a look, you can see that the lugs will conform to my wrist. So if your wrist is 14 centimeters circumference or larger, these lugs are going to be ideal for you. Once again, thinner than you expected. It doesn't look thin, but it is. It's about as thick as a Rolex Daytona, and it'll slide underneath a dress cuff. This strap is a strap not commonly fit to the DB27. This is something you typically see on the GS sports watch or the Grand Bleu, the GS Grand Bleu with the dynamo lighting. So this is a very light, airy, colorful, durable, sweat and water-resistant strap with the Bethune monogram on the bottom. Brand new vulcanized rubber strap from the company. No crimping, no gouging, and it's paired with a buckle that matches the watch. Now, of course, at Bethune, the buckle designs generally match the lug design. You can see that here. But attention to detail. Denis Flageolet and Company never overlook an opportunity to gild the lily. So not only do we have two-tone Ti-tone in blue and polish, but we even have a titanium buckle. Fun fact, I don't run out of space in my brain, but my camera does run out of space on its hard drive. Please excuse the interruption. As you can see, the buckle is open, airy, evacuated, just like the lugs themselves. And now we have little ogival bullet tips on the end of the lugs. This is the last remaining styling vestige of the 2002 DB1 chronograph, the company's first ever product. And with very few exceptions, this element has continued through the years on the watches. As you can see, spring-loaded variable geometry, a patented element, one of many on this watch. An overlooked feature of this case is that it's a monoblock. The bezel and the case are one piece. Everything loads, the movement, the dial loads through the back right here. And so the watch has this seamless and super clean aesthetic topside. We have a double knurled crown. It is a screw down. The watch is 30 meters water resistant, so not expressly approved for swimming. The screw down there is more to secure the crown against accidental contact with the floating lug, so it won't be displaced or damaged. That's what's going on there. Pull the crown out to an intermediate position, though, and there is a quick set for the date. Big difference between the Titan Hawk V1 and Titan Hawk V2 is that the V1 has a date, V2 has a running center second hand. Now, Bethune, of course, has this in-house firing technique that's used to create a blue oxide layer on titanium. And a lot of folks ask, what happens if it gets scratched? And the answer is, well, when it goes back for service, they cook it again, because it's not PVD or CVD. It's not a coating that gets sprayed on or adheres via some sort of gas adhesion process. This is cooked on, so the outer layer is oxidized to a thickness that is 1/2 the wavelength of yellow light. So what you see is blue. That's how that works. By controlling manufacturing of the movement, the dial, and the case, Bethune can control the full design process. So they don't have to settle for an off-the-shelf part from a supplier, and they can make as few as they want. They don't have to order 2,000 cases if they just want to make 20. Plus, the quality control is easier when you own all the faculties of production. And with only about 330 watches made in 2024, Bethune remains one of the lowest volume watch manufacturers in the business and one of the smallest vertically integrated manufacturers. In fact, as of April 2025, de Bethune has only made about 4,100 watches since its inception in 2002. The dial is layered and nuanced. You can see that we have this toroidal outer track for minutes and hours with stylized radially arrayed Roman numerals, including a watchmaker's for. It's very dark navy blue on silver. And then the center dial features microlight, a sort of guilloche engine turning. It is reductive, it's not stamped, but it's designed to be a little bit more contemporary than something like a Breguet rosette. That's the idea that Denis Flageolet, the creative lead and co-founder of de Bethune, had behind this design. Microlight is designed to be more contemporary. The hands are actually fire-blued steel, and now I can demonstrate how the quickset system works. The deltoid hand that represents the date looks a little bit like the command module of a lunar expedition. You're not wrong if you're making that connection, but this is how the quickset system works. Then you pull out, you can manipulate the hands, and if you look very closely, you can see that the minute hand has been rolled to a slight camber and curvature on a micro rolling pin. And you can see the depth and nuance of the dial. Not easy to see what's going on through the case back, but the movement in the V1 of the Titan Hawk is considerably more involved in deluxe and feature-packed than what you get on the Titan Hawk V2. So the biggest difference is that this automatic movement, which is twin barrel, has a 6-day power reserve, whereas the V2 is 60 hours. You could see right there the rotor, and then a balance wheel, which is the 2010 patent, de Bethune balance wheel. The company has 10 patented balance wheels. This one's actually my favorite. It's a solid disc of silicon with a white gold rim, which means there are no irregularities like variable inertia screws. So it's really hard to see between the absence of arms and screws on the balance. It's hard to see that it's even moving. And so you've got that white gold rim outboard, and then you've got the hairspring inboard. And generally it's the movement of the hairspring, not the balance, that's your cue. This is actually running. So what's going on there is that it's beating away at 4 hertz. And then we have these 2 coil-sprung versions of de Bethune's triple parachute. You see the flanking towers holding the edge of the balance bridge? Those are coil springs. Now, on a traditional de Bethune watch, triple parachute uses leaf springs, but due to the constraints of this case and the size of the case, vertically stacked coil springs, like on a performance automobile, are used to provide flanking springs to cushion the balance and the balance staff against shock, and then you have Inca block at center, so it's triple parachute. Parachute after Breguet's patented shock protection system, the first shock protection system. So you have coil spring, Inca block, coil spring. Now, why this unusual hairspring curve? Well, de Bethune cuts the hairspring into 2 pieces, shapes them by hand, and then micro clamps them back together. So you still have the thinness of a flat hairspring, but you have the concentric breathing qualities of an overcoil, and yes, that's patented. And the purpose of this unusual balance, which looks really cool, by the way, is that this balance maximizes the total mass in the rim, where it does the most work, reduces the impact of temperature change on timing, and also helps to reduce the impact of magnetism on the watch. Now you can see the decoration of the balance bridge is beautifully intricate with mirrored bevels. It's everything you would expect. This is the S233 automatic movement. Again, it is the 6-day power reserve. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details of this 2-tone Titone DB27 Titan Hawk V1.